We're in the press box right now here at the Spectrum. Billy Joel on stage tonight for the second of 3 shows. One of the things that you pointed out in last night's show, they did use Arena Vision.
Yeah, that was really nice. And Billy caught sight of himself up there and started making some faces, as I'm sure he would make to his young daughter, which was a lot of fun.
I really wonder what it's like for Alexis, Billy's daughter, to come down and see Daddy on stage.
Yeah, he was mentioning that last night. He said, I wonder what it would feel like for me, as in Billy Joel, to sit out in the audience and watch his father up on stage. So he kind of made an analogy to that. She was so cute last night. Christy had her up here in the press box. She had a real big pair of foam headphones on that helped keep some of the noise out of the little ears.
Hey, you want to know what Daddy does? Okay, let's show you. It's a pleasure to meet you finally.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
So this is the second night here in Philadelphia. Philadelphia has always been like a great place for you to be.
Well, we broke out of Philly. Yeah. I think the first town in the States, really, that we got noticed was in Philadelphia. As a matter of fact, we had played we were doing a tour. We were opening up for the Doobie Brothers. And we played, I think it was at the Philly Academy of Music.
That was a great show.
We were the opening band, and the whole crowd seemed to be there for us. And the Doobie, because we're used to the crowd going nuts for the Doobie Brothers. And we did Captain Jack, and we went, wow, they went crazy.
Well, that was a real nice period back in Philadelphia radio, too, when after the Cold Spring Harbor record, you know, the Piano Man album came out, and a lot of people just started to take notice of you down here especially. And then you had that opportunity to do that live radio concert with WMMR down here at Sigma Sound Studios. It's still one of those classics that people talk about. You know, there ain't no place to go anyway except Philadelphia. You probably don't even remember that line, but you remember that in the song there. So you and Philadelphia go way, way back.
Yeah, back. That was the first recording, actually, of Captain Jack. It wasn't even recorded before that.
At that point.
It was like a brand new song. We were doing it then. So,
well, things have changed a lot. You've become so much more popular now than 13 years ago. How does this new shoe feel?
I don't know. I'd say it's true. I've just been kind of going along, you know, and living my life.
Yeah, well, you've been doing pretty nicely on that score, too. Your baby is adorable.
How do you see her last night?
How do you balance that off? I guess you have your wife on the road with you and your child, too. How do you balance all of that off?
I don't know yet. You know, tonight will be only the 5th gig on this tour. So they only joined me down here in Philly. We did Rochester, Glens Falls, and Providence before we came here, and they were at home because we're moving into a new apartment in Manhattan. And Christy just met me here, so it's great to have the family here. And hopefully they'll be on a lot more gigs, you know, from now on.
So it's not the type of thing where they'll be able to do many, many shows with you, just ones that they can get to.
Well, it's going to be difficult to an extent because the baby, you know, it's loud music and she's got to go to sleep early. But Christy will be able to come to a lot. And we got somebody helping us with the kids, so that'll be nice.
We were talking about this just a little bit earlier. It's just like, does Alexis have any idea of what her Alexa have any idea of what her father does?
Well, I wanted to get an idea, you know, because she seen me go away, you know, when I was making the album. And then she sees me going away for rehearsals, and I come back and I'm all tired, and I just don't want her to think I'm like Ozzie Nelson. You know, I do want her to know, because I don't know when she gets older how much touring I'm going to be able to do. By that time, I'll be an old fart, you know. So I just wanted to get a taste of it, you know.
Well, you got a lot of time to go here. The new album is great. You have so many different people that were appearing on the record. Ray Charles. How did you wind up with Cyndi Lauper?
Cindy was recording downstairs. Cindy's a great girl. Great girl. She's from Queens. Real Long Island girl, you know. Talks like that. And I couldn't get the last song. I was really stuck. And I was walking around. I'm climbing the walls. And we got to talk, and I'm hanging out downstairs because I can't get anything done, so I'm watching her work. She goes, "What's the matter? You look like you're going to climb the walls. You know, what's wrong?" So I can't get this last song. She goes, "You sit down, and I'll just write on a legal pad all the words I'm throwing out." I said, "I don't have any words." She goes, "Just sit down and play the song." And I guess I came up with a couple of words because she showed me this legal pad. And she said, "You said this, you said that, you said the other thing." I said, "Oh." So I guess there's something there. She goes, yeah, now why did you say that? Where do you want to go with this? And she really kind of made me sit down and do it.
She pulled the song out of you.
Yeah, she got me going on it. And then she came up a couple of days later when we were recording it, and it was basically a one-singer type of song, but I had a harmonica part in there, and she was going to match the harmonica part. It worked out pretty good.
How do you look at the things that you've been doing compared to some of the things that you've done in the past? I still remember there are lines in songs that reach home with me, like from The Angry Young Man, you know, I believe I passed the age of consciousness and righteous rage. That whole line in there. Those are very, you know, compelling type of lines there. These days, you are moving in a different direction with your lyrics. It seems more, I don't know exactly how to say where you're going, because I really don't know.
I don't know either. I tell you got me.
A lot of songs seem to be an expression of your emotions currently, or, you know, talking about your situation in life, your wife, your child.
Oh, no, it's really not that. That could be misleading, because a lot of people read the press about...
That's always, you know.
And they think he's talking about his personal thing. A lot of it is about people I know. A lot is made up out of my head. I do write fiction sometimes, too. It's based on a true human instinct. But I think no matter what I've written, whether it was Nylon Curtain, which was very sort of topical things, or An Innocent Man, which was kind of just a Valentine album, they're always about human beings. I think the most politically subversive you can be is really talking about people. Because the truth is, no matter what country it is, Soviet Union, America, China, Japan, people are people, man. You know, kids want to rock and roll. People want to meet. They want to meet a girl. A girl wants to meet the boy. They want to go out and have dinner. You know, when you talk about real human things, that cuts across all lines. And music does it even more. I think the music is really primary. I don't know. I write like the same way I hear on the radio. A lot of times I hear a song on the radio. I don't catch the words, but I hear the singer's voice, the sound of the record, and the melody, you know, the music, and I go, I like that. And then if I like it enough, I'll take the trouble to listen to the record 50,000 times to try to get what the lyrics are. And that's how I write. I write the music first, and then I figure out what the sound should be, and then how do I want to sing this? What kind of vocal approach am I going to take? And then I get the lyrics. That's after deciding, okay, we are going to make a record of this. Then I sit down and I go, what should the lyrics say?
Did you make a lot of friends after you wrote the Allentown song, especially friends in Allentown?
Well, you know, I wrote that song.
Because that was a very interesting period piece at the time, and I guess still the crisis that the steel industry is in, you know, that really hit home.
Well, some people took it as a put-down. It wasn't a put-down at all. It was talking about a real American situation. Allentown just has a great name. It sounds very American. Jimmy Town, Bobby Town, Allentown, Town, you know, just... And I remember one of the last times that we played Allentown before the 1984 tour, some kid, this was like 1978 or something, we were starting to do big arenas, and some kid came up after the show. He goes, this is the last time you will ever see you. I said, why? He goes, because all the bands start playing here and then they never come back. Nobody ever comes back to Allentown. And that really stuck in my head. I said, I'll be back. I'm going to come back. I'll play here. And we did. We did it in the 84 tour. But and that was one of the reasons I always wanted to write a song called Allentown. Just that plaintive thing that kid said, nobody ever comes back here.
You know, you've always had so much to say in the music, and you know, I've appreciated your music for the longest amount of time. You have a sound check that you're going to do. Will we be able to catch you doing some things up on stage in a little bit to talk about what the show is like? A lot of people that saw it last night are always overwhelmed. They say things like, well, you know, Billy is the type of performer that if you go down and you see him, all of a sudden he becomes much more alive to you.
It's sort of like I read in a review to
this one. Let's see if this is the review here. They talk about over here, marked by a wide diversity of style. One could make the case that he gets a lot of hate for it. That the essence of Joel's style is that he has none. No one distinctive musical style, that is.
I agree with that. I don't have a problem with that at all. I don't think that I have one particular style. As a matter of fact, I've kind of subliminated style for compositional substance. I don't really think of myself as a singer. I'm a writer. I'm a piano player. I can do weird things with my voice. I'm not that crazy about my own voice. And if I write a song, see, in imagination, you can write anything you want. You can make up anything. When I'm in a recording studio, that's why I hate videos. When I'm in a recording studio, I'm 6 foot tall. I look like Cary Grant, you know? And I see the video, I go, wait a minute, that wasn't me when I did that song, you know? But your imagination can take you anywhere, and there's all different kinds of music that I like. So,
in that area with music that you like, you did have a lot of influences. Why don't you just say where your influences came from?
The influences really mostly from black soul music and the Beatles.
We better tell everybody that we're live here at the Philadelphia Spectrum. That's a little loud there, you know.
I told those guys it's going to be loud.
Check 1, 2, 2.
Yo, check 1, 2. They're very imaginative words that they use there. No, but the Beatles were a band. They changed all the time. They're always doing something different. And I don't have any problem not being a stylist. A stylist, Joe Cocker is a great stylist. Rod Stewart is a great stylist. Springsteen is a great stylist. You know, he has a terrific sound that you're instantly recognizable. But I don't have a problem not having a particular style. It doesn't mean I'm any less.
I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if I agree with that, because the style, in my opinion, whatever that's, you know, my opinion, you've always had a style in the way you've said things and the way you put your songs together.
Okay, but I think of myself more as a writer, as a musician, than a stylist. So I don't have a problem not having a particular musical style. That's okay, because then it'd be limiting as far as what I could write or what I could do. There's no limit. You know, there's no limit to this world. This world's got all kinds of things in it.
So where do you call home these days? I know for a while there you had to do spend some time out on the left coast there. Is New York basically going to be where the home is going to be for now? I knew you grew up there, but...
I've lived in New York most of my life. I spent 3 years in L.A., and I lived in either New York City or either out on Long Island. And right now we're in the process of moving into a new apartment in New York, which is why Christy wasn't able to join me on the road before. And we're moving again. It's just like the 12th time I've moved in 12 years.
Yeah, moving is awful, isn't it?
It's a drag. It's a drag. So I've been out on the road, you know, just packing suitcases, and she's been home packing up furniture. But finally we'll have an apartment in Manhattan that I can live. It's tough, you know, when you're a musician trying to get an apartment, they don't want you nowhere. Oh, he's going to have parties and drug orgies. And I said, no, I got a wife and a kid. You know, I said, no, rock and roll, boo, we don't want you here. You know, they want the money, but they don't want the... I said, all right, if you got my record in your record collection, give me my record back. You know? You can't have my music. I can't live here. You can't have my music.
So you want the Mets to win this year?
Sure. What, are you kidding me? Come on, man. Yeah, I'd like to see actually, I'd like to see a Boston-New York series, because there's such a rivalry between the Yankees and the Red Sox.
Oh, yeah.
To have a Mets-Red Sox series would be, you know, the ultimate, man. I was at the 78 Fenway Park playoff game with the Yankees and the Red Sox. We were the only guys in the stands with the Yankee hats, and we just got killed. Because Boston has no love for New York.
No, not at all. Okay, well, why don't we take a little bit of a break and join you down on the stage. Maybe you can play some things for us that will go right out on the radio for Philadelphia. You get a little bit of a taste.
Okay, now remember, this is a sound check.
Yeah, well, we know it's a sound check. Okay. You're allowed to stop in the middle of this song and say, all right, that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so we'll join you down on the stage in a couple of minutes. Billy, a pleasure. It's been a long time that... My hand is cold there. It's sweating there. But it's a pleasure to have met you. We're at the Philadelphia Spectrum live right now. Billy just left the press box. That was great to talk to Billy Joel. It really was. It's a pleasure to meet him. He's such a nice guy. He really is. We're going to walk down to the stage right now. Right now what you're hearing is a little bit of what's on stage right now. A little bit of the Philadelphia Soundcheck for the second night of Billy Joel here in Philadelphia. All right, let's go down to the stage there and see what's going on.
And I'm standing right at this very moment on the stage. This stage is huge. I'm standing right in front of the band, and this is what a sound check is like right now. Let's go to the stage here and see what we can get here. Billy, of course, is playing on the piano right now. Everybody's just working the instruments to get a feel for the sound. This must be awesome to be out here as a performer, standing in front of 18,500 people, as it will be tonight.
Oh, Captain Jack will get you high tonight. Just a little push, your smile.
Okay, we're live on the radio right now, so this is what a sound check is all about.
Well, not really. We haven't really hit our stride yet. Everybody's just trying out their instruments. But we hardly ever do our own stuff.
Got Billy's mini piano.
We usually do a Hendrix set,
See if it's
a couple of Cream songs,
A couple of Beatles sets.
a few Beatles, Stones, a little Traffic.
This is actually Billy Joel live here, not Elton John. We're live at the Philadelphia Spectrum. This is the sound check for the Billy Joel show tonight. Looks like it's going to be another hot show down here in Philadelphia.
What you need?
Well, let's go up to the
CP80?
Very nice, clean stage setup they have here at the Philadelphia Spectrum for the Billy Joel show. The stage is clean of items. On some shows that you see a lot of amplifiers and things on that. Here, it's just basically the instruments, the band, and Billy. And it's a nice way to put together a show. It's funny, they have all the amplifiers hidden underneath the stage. There's like a little blue grating underneath the carpets here, and that's where they hid the amps. They're underneath the stage. Instead of having a cluttered stage, it's nice and clean, wide open. Plenty of room for Billy Joel to run around in.
You want pressure?
Yeah, sure.
You want a little pressure? I'll give you a little pressure. If it doesn't sound good tonight, you're fired. What's that? You want pressure? Hey, man. No, like... I'll tell you what it means.
We're live at the Philadelphia Spectrum. This is the sound check going on right now on stage for Billy Joel, the second of 3 nights here at the Philadelphia Spectrum. Joe Bonadonna, 93.3 WMMR. So in a little bit, in just about a couple of hours or so, this place is going to be filled with about 18,000 people. What does it feel like to get in front of that kind of an audience, especially a Philadelphia audience?
Feels great. Are you kidding me? See, that's why you can't really get serious to the sound check. You don't have an audience. We just make a lot of noise right now. When the crowd gets here, that's when you really hear it.
You know, what are the kind of feelings that you go through just before you step out on the stage, knowing the place is full of people wanting to come to see you?
I got to give you a piece of chewing gum. What'd you have for lunch? Backstage, I got no. What kind of feelings? What? When we go on stage? Hey, you just want to do a great show. I mean, there's an exchange of energy. It goes on all night. You start out hot, the audience gives you back energy, you give it back, and that's how it should work. I got to find another keyboard.
Okay. This is live as it's happening right here on the stage of the Philadelphia Spectrum.
Is that a real snare drum? American?
93.3 WMMR. Live at the Philadelphia Spectrum for the Billy Joel Soundcheck.
Dave?
I tell you what, Earl, they're taking a break in the action right here. Let's play a song that we were talking about a little bit earlier. We're live at the Billy Joel Soundcheck here at the Philadelphia Spectrum. A little bit of the night before from the Beatles. Bubba John Stevens is up in the booth right now. How does it look from up there, Bub?
It looks real good, and it sounds real good. I can't believe Billy Joel playing Elton John and the Beatles.
That was great. Joe Bonadonna with Bubba John Stevens. We're live here at the Philadelphia Spectrum right now, and Billy Joel running through some songs and Soundcheck. Let's hear a couple of those Beatles songs. John, this is actually the first time I've ever had a chance to see a sound check in progress like this. This is a lot of fooling around up here.
Well, you've got a terrific vantage point, too. You're standing about 5-6 feet away from Billy Joel at the grand piano.
Should I stand right behind him?
I think so. He's looking your way.
What a view, though. I mean, it's hard to imagine to being able to stand up on the stage and look out into an audience. And this place is going to be filled later on tonight for the concert.
I noticed last night into the second song of the set, Billy had this real cat ate the canary type of grin on his face. He's really happy to be in Philly. Vito back there in the drum set. I tell you, he was red hot on the show last night.
Didn't I say sure I wasn't ready for romance? Sure I promise we would only be friends. Oh, and so we danced, though it was only a slow dance. I started breaking my promises right there and then. Didn't I swear there would be no complications? Sure.
Boy, he does run around the stage a lot, doesn't he?
You're having a hard time keeping up with them, aren't you? Those of you who are tuned in to 93.3 WMMR, Philadelphia's Concert Authority, giving you...
I think we're going to be a little late with the psychedelic supper, but we will have it.
Seems like I've been lost, but let's remember. If I think I feel older and missing my younger days, oh, then you should have known me much better. My past is something that never got in my way. Oh, no. And I would not be here now if I never had the hunger. I'm ashamed to say the wild boys were my friends. Oh, never felt the desire. The music set me on fire. But I would say, oh yeah, for the pain. Yeah, for the pain. Oh, I don't look so the black blood's hiding with a Cuban heel. Iridescent socks with the same color shirt, a tight pair of chinos. Oh, I put on my sharpskin jacket, you know the kind with the velvet collar, did about chains. Oh yeah, took a fresh pack of lookies and a mid-top sense. My old man soldier and his old spot down the shade. Oh, hold my hair in a pompadour, like the rest of the Romeo's war, a permanent way. Oh, yeah. We were keeping the faith. Yeah, we were keeping the faith. You can take just so much from the good things. Linger too long in your dream. Say goodbye to the old what the good is saying. Good old days are not always good. Always bad to see
Okay. Billy, I want to thank you very much for letting us do this with you here for the sound check. I know you got to get some serious sound checking done, but it's been a pleasure for us to have this look inside of what happens just before a concert like this.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks. You took a mint.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, what can I say about that? Thank you. You've got a fabulous band. They're wonderful, and I'm looking forward to seeing the show tonight.
All right. It'll be good. Be a good one.
Okay, Billy, thank you.